Hello guys and welcome to my channel once again. Today I'm going to be talking my top 10 favourite open world games of all time.
Top 10 open world games.
Now, this is a subjective list. This is my list. Yours may differ. I'm sure there's games missing on here that everyone will be triggered by. But that's what's great about opinions. My opinion, you've got yours. But leave your top 10 in the comments below. Also, I do stream on Twitch. If that's something you are interested in, I stream open world games over there and I'm currently playing Fallout 4. Check out twitch.tv/Milezee. But straight in at number 10 is Minecraft. Minecraft is probably the odd one out on this list, mainly because it's also a sim game. So, you know, it's mining, it's crafting, lots of exploration involved. And it only just makes my list because I have spent a lot of time playing Minecraft and I really do like the mechanics. I like the freedom to build. I like the kind of like dungeon aspect of it as well. Obviously they've just released Minecraft Dungeons, which I haven't played yet. Let me know guys if it's something I should. But I've played Minecraft on so many different platforms. It blows my mind how many platforms this game is on. It is just really good fun, especially if you're with someone else. You can play split screen. But yeah, you can lose a lot of time in this. I also like how there's creatures involved and monsters and stuff. It just makes the game a little bit more scary at night. And actually it has a creepy vibe to it. It has a really chilled out score, and then at night the atmosphere of the game just completely changes. I really like that. While it's not exactly aimed at my age group, I can appreciate the game. I really do enjoy it when I do get stuck into it. Maybe I should pick up Minecraft Dungeons. Let me know guys. And also let me know if this is one of your favourites or if you really dislike it. Number 9 on my list is Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. This game was so good. It was one of the first games I remember getting, big games I remember getting on the PlayStation 4 when it first came out. Like, there was a wait for this game and there was so much hype surrounding it, and it did not disappoint. Obviously being the last great Metal Gear Solid game, because we don't talk about that one that came after, it's pretty bad. I loved the open world in this game. I loved how you could just infiltrate different camps in a way that you wanted to do it, whether you wanted to go in full-blown guns blazing or if you want to go in with the classic Metal Gear stealth. And then the missions themselves, while they were really difficult, they were just great fun. I'm going to miss Metal Gear Solid. I hope one day it gets picked up again and we can actually have another sequel. But until then, Metal Gear Solid 5 is so replayable, and I do like Snake Eater as well. That's a good game too. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of Metal Gear Solid 5. Coming in at number 8 is more of a retro game. Well, kind of retro. Not retro to some people, but it's Super Mario 64 on the Nintendo 64. I had this game and I got it on release day. Blew my mind. Such a fantastic game. Probably one of the first open world experiences I ever had, because I played this before Zelda Ocarina of Time, obviously, which was even bigger, but Super Mario 64 gave me this first taste of freedom that I'd never felt in a video game before. Going from different painting to painting, world to world, messing around in this hub area and running around the castle. It was just so fun. There was a whole bunch of secrets and it was an amazing game. It still is. I still play it and I really hope that we get it on Switch soon. Even better, a remaster or a remake of this game would be incredible. Just so many fun memories. Everyone knows about this game. Everyone has played this game. Everyone knows how fun the game is. Definitely deserves to be on the list of the best open world games of all time. Number 7 is Horizon Zero Dawn, a game that I never finished. Believe it or not. I spent so much time exploring that world that I never finished it, and I'm just going back to it now. But it is so good. I'm having so much fun with it. The combat mechanics are just so good. The actual world design is so different, and I love the fact that we have robotic dinosaurs. Like, it's just such a unique game in terms of its concept. Even though a lot of the mechanics feel kind of like we've seen them somewhere before, it almost like it takes the best parts of every open world game and kind of mixes it all together, and you get Horizon Zero Dawn, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the sequel as well. But definitely one of PlayStation's best exclusives right now. Number 6 on my list is another classic game from Rockstar. This one is Bully, or Canis Canem Edit, as it was also released as. And yeah, this game was controversial because you played as a bully in a school, and it was just so different. It was so good. You could go to lessons, you could build relationships. The missions were fun. I don't think the story was as good as everything else in the game, but it was that open world that was fun. You had skateboards and smoke bombs and stink bombs, and you had like a slingshot. Like, you didn't have guns. Like, that's what's different. And what was amazing about this game is once you get out of the school, you've got a whole town to run around in, and it's amazing. It's such an amazing game, and I am going to be doing a video about how I think that Bully 2 will never be made, so keep your eye out on that one. Hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with all of my content here. But Bully is just one of my favourite games of all time. I've owned it on so many different platforms, even the Wii. It was actually quite fun on the Wii, and I really hated the Wii controls. Number 5 on my list is Red Dead Redemption 2. Mainly for its storyline. I really didn't think much of the online platform this time around. I really liked the original online platform that we had for the first game. Technically the third, I know. But this is, you know, Red Dead Redemption is what changed it all. Red Dead Redemption 2 it was just an amazing open world. So much to explore, so many little events, random characters appearing out of nowhere, asking you to do things. Such a wide variety of landscape. It wasn't just desert like we had in the first one. This was cities and swampland and all of the locations from the original game too. So this map, I've never witnessed a map so big. It was just absolutely mind-blowing. My issue is the story was, even though the story was very good, it's not replayable. I think because it takes so long to get into it, and then by the time you're into it, the game is almost over. A bit of a weird one. Pacing was off in terms of storyline, but I absolutely love the mechanics. I love the controls and the interaction with everybody that you see. Just a world that actually feels lived in. It feels like it's alive, and it feels like when you walk away from the game that it's all still going on there in the background when you're not there. Proper like Westworld style stuff. I loved it. I just want DLC for story rather than online, but I know we're not going to get it. They're focusing on online. I have a lot to talk about in regards to that, so stay tuned for a video about Red Dead Online and my thoughts on that. But coming in at number 4 is the Nintendo Switch's launch game, believe it or not. I can't believe this was a launch game. Zelda Breath of the Wild, the best Zelda game ever made, and I never thought I'd say that after Ocarina of Time. That game was my childhood. Breath of the Wild is just such an amazing world to explore. Such great combat mechanics, so many great moments in that game that just made my jaw drop. Great puzzles, and I love how you can play it at your own pace. You could just go straight in and go to the last part of the game if you wanted to. It was just genius, absolutely genius. The art direction is fantastic, it's gorgeous. If you've not played Zelda Breath of the Wild, it's worth buying a Switch for, especially if you love open world games. If you haven't played any of the other Zelda games before, you don't have to. This is a monster of a game that everyone has to play if they're a gamer. You just have to. We're going into the top 3, guys, and just a reminder, please hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. That way you can stay up to date with all of the content here. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. It's my first ever video on this channel, so yeah, let me know what you think. Number 3 on my list is Skyrim. Elder Scrolls. What a game. I loved all the games that came before this one. Morrowind and Oblivion were fantastic. But nothing quite ever... I don't think they're ever going to top Skyrim. Even with the new Elder Scrolls game coming out, I just don't think Skyrim will ever be topped, especially in terms of popularity. This game is one of those games that everyone has had at some point. If you're a gamer, there's probably... If you are a gamer and you own a console or PC, you've got this game. I can guarantee at least you've had it once. So on every platform you could think of, it's even on the Amazon Echo as a text voice game. Bizarre. So many different editions, from Game of the Year to Special Edition with mods. Fair play to Bethesda, they really milked this one. But the story is... Even though the story is almost irrelevant to me. It's the world, it's the weaponry, it's it's the exploration, it's the little stories you get involved with, and of course the freedom. Couldn't get into Elder Scrolls Online, and again another video that I want to make and talk about, because I don't like online RPG games. I just never have, and I've got a lot to say about that, so I am going to make a video about that soon. But let me know what you think of Skyrim. I'm sure everyone knows. I'm sure everyone will praise Skyrim. I don't think I've ever met anyone that doesn't like it. Number 2 on my list is one of the biggest selling games of all time, Grand Theft Auto 5. Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of those games that will just go down in history as being just ridiculously replayable. Like, to this day, we're all still playing it. It's still one of the highest streamed games on Twitch. Like, it's incredible how much this game is still played. Like, they're still making tons of money off this game. It's still up there in the charts. And it's been out for so long. I had this game on the PS3, and then it got re-released, and it's getting re-released again on next gen, so this game's going to live on forever. This is why I don't think we're going to see GTA 6 in a very, very long time. Which kind of sucks, because my 2 favourite franchises are Grand Theft Auto and Fallout, and we're probably not going to see sequels to those games for a very long time. I actually really like GTA Online. That's the only online game that I really got stuck into. The fact that we have 3 characters to switch between was revolutionary in this style of game. The size of the map was incredible at the time. Now it feels small because of the other games that we've had. But when this was released, it blew everyone's minds, and the acting was incredible. The voice acting is fantastic. The graphics were amazing when it was first released. The controls, the missions, the side missions, all the little extra stuff. Just felt like a cinematic blockbuster. It really did feel like you were in a movie almost, and it's just so good when you play it in first person as well. It gives that little extra. It gives the icing on the cake. It's amazing. There's not much more to say about GTA 5. Like, everybody knows how good the game is. There's very little people I know that dislike GTA 5. And we made it to number 1, guys. Number 1 of my favourite open world games of all time. Let me know your list, as I said before. Number 1 for me is Fallout 3. Fallout 4 is fantastic, I love it, but Fallout 3 is such a far superior game in terms of choice, in terms of consequences. Like, you could kill pretty much anyone, and it would change the whole story. There was a whole side story where you could become evil and nuke a town. Like, this game just blew my mind, and the DLC was just absolutely fantastic as well. I just feel like there was more to Fallout 3 than there was Fallout 4. They focused a lot on Fallout 4 on a lot of... That's why I've always said the Skyrim story is not as great as everything else. And that's the same with Fallout 4. I did like the building aspect of Fallout 4, but Fallout 3, it's just got a real charm to it. The story is much better than 4. The characters are much better than 4. There's just so much more to it, and the main thing is choice. Being able to kill who you want, do what you want, and you really feel like you're impacting the world. There's so many characters you can't kill in Fallout 4, and sometimes you just want to be an evil maniac, and you can't. That was my top 10, guys, of the best open world games. That is in my opinion as well. Yours is going to be completely different, as I said. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you want to see more, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you with the next one. Game on.